This is year 12. I've had approximately 80 kids every year. If even just my students subscribed, how many subscribers should I have? Well, what's 80 times 10? 800. I don't even have 400. Trust me, randos are not subscribing to my channel. It's just previous students. So, if you are ever absent, and now this is recording, so my YouTube page will be on my YouTube page. It's a weird Inception sort of thing. So please make sure you have 114. We're going to check that. Please make sure you got 115 from the back counter. We're going to do that. Yes. Look at their browser. What? Okay. All right, moving on to math. Reminder of our expectations for checking homework. And we're actually going to push that. I forget if we did that in this class, but we're going to go ahead and push that into what I was maybe going to wait till next week on. But nobody should have a pencil in their hand right now. If you want anything in your hand, it can be a highlighter, it can be a colored pencil, it could be a pen, it could be, I think those are pretty much all the options. I need to figure out where my mastery stamp went. I don't know where it went. It's got to be around. Yeah, it's got to be around here somewhere. Well, because we haven't had any masteries yet, right? So I haven't been that worried. All right, remember your homework starts where it says this is your practice work. If you forgot how to do median, where could you have looked? Your math notes. And then if those don't help, you can go to CPM Homework Help, because sometimes I forget stuff in the math notes. Yes.
What do you do if you lost?
You come and, humbly admit that you are not that well organized, and you just ask for another one. You don't have to admit that you're not that well, you just come and that's what we work on in middle school, right? Yeah. So what, 114, you need another one? Now I will say, keep an eye out for rogue math papers, and hopefully if Wesley's name is on his math paper, somebody might find it and get it back to him before he does the assignment over again. Or, I know this will be weird for me to say, but or hopefully you didn't do your homework yet, so you're not having to do it a second time. You know what I mean? I do not want you guys to waste time. So somebody came this morning, and they were asking if I could give them another copy so they could redo the homework during AO. And I was like, well, where is your homework? They're like, at home. And I was like, is it done? They said, yeah, I did it last night, but I forgot it in my room. I said, when's your homework due? Guys, when's homework get collected? Friday. So do they need to do the assignment over? No. So I said, no, you cannot have another copy. Get it at home tonight, turn it in tomorrow. Right? Like, don't waste your time redoing work. Do it once, though. You need to do it once. How many inches would a 7-foot-tall basketball player be? Well, how many inches are in every foot? 12. So your work may not look like this, but I set up a proportion. Trying to get you guys used to proportions. So guys, I should say everyone looking at the back of this paper, even if you don't have it done, like you need to do it tonight. So you should also be looking up here to get an idea of how to do it when you go to do it, but you're not doing it right now. Because, this is practice for you to practice. This is not copy. This is practice. And 3 feet, 36 inches. We should probably start to kind of memorize that because we use that a lot. A meter, because this keeps getting brought up, a meter is approximately 39 inches. It's not perfect, but like this out here is just over 39 inches, and they lined up the end of the inches and the end of the centimeters. So a meter is longer than a yard, right? Yard is 36, meter is about 39. Our axes here, scale them to keep the pattern going. If we're counting by 2s or counting by 5s or counting by 2000s. Any questions so far? Sorry, I haven't asked that enough yet. Any questions? I should not see pencils moving though. I see a couple pencils moving. Peaches. Millions of peaches. Peaches for free. Oh wait, they're not free. Anyone? Probably nobody gets that reference, right? I'm officially old. So $4.20 for 2 pounds. So how can I get to the 1 pound price? Guys, we're going to do this a ton. So actually pick up your pencil. Everyone pick up your pencil. If your work doesn't look like this, put this on your paper because we're going to do this a ton this year, and I'm going to do it again because it's that important. So we can always take two different labels and make a proportion. I should see pencils moving, unless you already have work that looks like this. What's up? Oh, were you not here yesterday? So I will give you my copy. It's just not front and back, but I mean, it's just two pieces of paper instead of one. Because then I just need to make a couple more. So I figured out what happened. 7, 8 people, like people in the next class, accidentally took Math 7 homeworks, thinking that they were theirs, and they did them. So they wasted their time because they didn't listen to me saying, like, do not just grab papers back there because I teach 2 different classes. So, $4.20 for 2 pounds. We're trying to get to 5 pounds. But guys, it's easier to go from 1 to 5. So I'm going to go down to 1 before I go up to 5. How can I turn 2 pounds into 1 pound? Look up here real quick. Not even maybe real quick, but look up here. I could subtract a pound to get to 1 pound. But can I subtract a pound from $4? No, that doesn't make any sense. How do you subtract a pound from $4? So I can't do addition or subtraction. It's not allowed. What I can do, were you wanting to tell me?
So I converted that 2 pounds by 1.
Well, how? How do you?
I changed the cash. I divided the cash by 2.
Ah!
The pounds by 2.
What we're allowed to do is division. We cannot add or subtract, but we can divide. So whatever we have to do on bottom, guys, name tense will be very helpful to me still, please. So if we want to get down to 1 pound, divide it, then how do I get up to 5 pounds? Multiply. Excuse me. Yeah, I know, that one snuck out. Because I'm having afternoon coffee and I normally don't. So what's $4.20 divided by 2? Because I know, it's over here. I know you have it in front of you. I'm doing it again to make sure that you see it done. Because this is probably going to be on your quiz. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. So $2.10 for 1 pound. Not too bad. Peaches were really expensive this year because Georgia got hit with bad weather. How do I go from 1 to 5? Multiply by. So on top, we do the same. We get $10.50. Anyone get peaches on a peach truck? Maybe your parents do that. Yeah, we always get a box of peaches. And this year they were expensive though. I almost didn't want to. My wife was like, "Look, come on, it's once a year."
Yeah, we just got peaches from Kroger.
Yeah. We did 1 box of peaches from the peach truck, and then we just bought from Kroger. All right, moving on. Same sort of stuff down here. Right, with that proportional reasoning of whatever you do on bottom, you have to do on top. Or whatever you do on top, you have to do on bottom. Gotta keep things fair. Right? It's like if I give out a piece of candy to Benjamin, but nobody else, y'all are probably gonna be mad, right? Like, so whatever you do to one, you do to the other. Come on, Janice's mom. She didn't give her enough money. So once you do the math, you realize Janice is $1 short to get those groceries. Any questions? All right, 114 can go away in your binder, and 115 should be the only thing on your desk aside from graph paper, I think I said. Because I get mixed up between which class. Yeah, and calculator. Sorry, your team will need a calculator. Sally. So I'm trying to teach you guys people that you might not know, although it doesn't always work out. If the cards way easier to someone you already know, then you already know them. But I'm also trying to keep it comfortable for people that don't like meeting new people. Yeah, it was, sorry. I shouldn't just point to the board when that slide's not there anymore. But so guys, every day you can assume get out last night's homework, get the new homework, right? Like that's an everyday sort of thing. But that's why I put like this in yellow. Today we're gonna need a calculator, and we're gonna need graphic. Yes. It's on the very top of the paper center right there. Sorry, I normally have my Michael Scott Paper Company sign there, but I can't find it, so I might print another one. Is that joke also only for me?
I know that one. I know.
When Michael Scott leaves Dunder Mifflin and starts his own paper company, do you know what their slogan is? Like, your satisfaction is our guarantee, we guarantee it, or something like that. Like, it's kind of funny. I have a silly sense of humor. All right, let's do math. Anyone want to read? So you can stop listening to me. And honestly, my throat's starting to feel the 5, 6, 7 days of teaching now. Was that a hand, Caleb, or no? Yeah, absolutely. Just right here. But I think there's one in your bin. Check in, guys. I will often try to have what you're going to need in here. So, like, if I know we're using calculator, these can just stay in here. Like, when you're done with class, as long as somebody didn't take it somewhere else. All right. Anyone else? Because I think Sally read yesterday too. But I mean, you can read again today if you want. You want to go ahead and read this though? Yeah. Did you want to?
In the past, we may have looked at number patterns to answer questions or to find the next part of a sequence. Have you ever taken a moment to consider how amazing the mathematics in those patterns? Today, we'll investigate number patterns and learn about equivalent ways to write the numbers. As a team, you'll learn to justify why two representations are the same into your reasoning. In this course, you will often be asked to explain your reasons and justify your answers. When you are reasoning and justifying, you will focus on what makes a statement convincing or how you can explain your ideas. As you look at patterns today, ask your team these questions to help your conversation.
So we don't really always have to ask these questions because hopefully they kind of come out on their own. But on your paper, you have these problems, I guess, these like expressions. Grab your calculator. The first one you probably don't need a calculator for. But grab your calculator and go ahead and solve what these are. Guys, I know, I heard the complaints this morning. I didn't leave a lot of space on the paper. Sorry, I try to fit as much as I can. So yeah, your paper doesn't have much space beside these problems, but just like squeeze in your answer beside it or below it or somewhere. But then read these questions next to it. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to solve out what these become. Read those questions. Try to predict what would come next. Yeah, so I didn't leave a lot of space. So you're going to have to solve the first 4 before you can predict what comes next. Caleb, did I see you say you already have a prediction? Guys, I understand if your mental math skills are a point of pride, but calculators are faster, right? So if I ask you to use calculators in class, just please, at least like one person at your group, use the calculator to check what you're getting. Just check what I'm saying. Is it done? So your card is up, but especially because you weren't how you're always welcome to pass. Right, so guys, we're going to start going over this, but I want to remind you, you're always welcome to pass, right? Like, I never want to make anyone uncomfortable in this class. I mean, a little uncomfortable because math is hard, but you're always welcome to pass. So, Danya, what'd you get for A? Just A. 9. I know you say it like, well, that wasn't that difficult. Parker, what'd you get for B? 9.8. And then he quick like fixed it, said 98, but it's interesting that he wanted to say 9.8. Because Stella, what'd you get for C?
984. Ooh, and I'm
Did you do the plus 3?
Oh, plus 3, 987.
987. Jesse, what'd you get for D? Still working on totally fine. That's when a pass is 100% appropriate. Eli, there you are. You probably don't have D either. Jesse's still working on it. Do you have D? No, probably not. No. Thomas, do you guys have D? Fine, you can tag it over to your partner. 9,876. Huh. Sally, do you want to tell me, have you spotted a pattern happening here?
Yes. After, and every answer, they always add the next number in the number order after the 1. And also, they always add another, like, the same number with the 8 as well.
So if you were to try to predict what could come next, like E, right? Like if E wasn't a question, if we were like A, B, C, D, what do you think would come next?
It'd be 1,000, no, it'd be 12,345, and it'd be times 8 plus 5.
And what do you think that answer would come out to be?
It'd be 98,765, most likely.
Grab a calculator and check it if you want to. That's what this is. And if we go one more just for fun of like, yeah, this does keep working. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 8 plus 6. And what do we think? Anyone? Class answer, what do we think the answer is going to be?
987,654.
I appreciate people trying to say it the appropriate way instead of just saying 987. Anyone else kind of in their brain thinking 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 9, 8? No, okay, again, just for me. Okay, somebody has to know that song.
I know it. I just know it.
The Jenny song. Jenny, I got your number. No. Wow, tough crowd. Tough crowd. Grab your calculator and with your group, try what is 1/9? What is 2/9? Guys, you could do long division if you're crazy and you like long division. I'm joking. If you like long division, good for you. I do not. But to remind us how long division would work for this, we'll go ahead and calculate. Then we'll talk about the long division. And I know, again, I didn't leave a ton of space. Just kind of fit your answers below it if you could. You're going to say, where are you going? I got 18 minutes left. You look like you're about to pack up. I'm about to blow your guys' mind with my amazing math skills.
But you're the math teacher.
I know, but still, what we're about to do is cool. No, I'm actually not.
Are we gonna put the in?
If you set up the long division, guys, it's amazing how many people don't know which goes where. And that's okay. You haven't done math for 3 months. If I go to set up long division, which number goes inside?
0.1.
The biggest number.
No.
Look up here. Have we talked about 5 tomatoes?
Yeah.
Okay, like 5 tomatoes, I'm hoping that after this you'll never forget this. The top of the fraction is the numerator, right? The bottom of the fraction, because it's down, is the denominator. So the numerator goes in like the word inside, but N, like the letter N. It goes inside. The numerator goes inside. The denominator is knocking on the door, trying to get in, right? The numerator goes in. I'm not long dividing. I'm not going to do that. But just as a refresher, the top number goes inside. The numerator goes inside. So, all right, hopefully you had enough time to punch a couple numbers in your calculator, do 1 divided by 9, and what did you get? 0.1111. What? Do I just have to? Am I stuck just writing ones forever?
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Is there? How do I stop writing
You
ones?
put like the little thing over it. The little line.
Sorry, I need someone who's trying to help me out. I heard somebody say.
You put the line over like the second number behind the decimal.
Because I was trying to be dramatic. Do you remember what it's called? It starts with an R.
Repetition.
Close.
Repeating.
The repetend is how we escape writing ones forever. Okay, 1/9 is 0.1 repeating forever. That's kind of cool. What about 2/9?
2. Repeating
That's
forever.
the thing. Except with the 2.
So I actually normally draw, like, write out 3 of them just to, like, hey, this is the pattern. So then, what about like 4/9? If I'm gonna make a little jump, what about 4/9? Shout it out. All right, now hot shots. Try 5/9, but in your calculator. Do 5 divided by, because I gotta teach you guys a heartbreaking fact. Your calculator is stupid. No, there isn't. Yep, do 5/9. Your calculator is stupid. So, your calculator is following rules that it has been taught. It is not thinking. It does not have a brain. It is not AI, right? It's not even close. Your calculator is literally just doing what it's been trained to do. And what I need to make you really aware of right now before we get further into the school year is your calculator will lie to you occasionally. By accident, because it's just following the rules that it knows. And when the screen of the calculator cannot fit any more numbers, the rule is to round. And it follows round up or round down like we've been taught in elementary school. So 0.5 repeating forever breaks the calculator because literally this 0.5 keeps going forever. But whoever designed the screen didn't give the screen the option of putting the bar over the 5s. I know, that was a mistake, right? They should have fixed that at some point. But they never have. So this 6 is not there. It's not true. Do not write however many 5s that is and then a 6. Do not do that. Be smarter than your calculator and realize, oh, that's 0.5 forever, but it just rounded. Oh, the calculator's stupid. I don't need to write all those. I'm just going to put 0.55, put the repetend over it, and you are good to go. So be careful. Your calculator is stupid. So now you probably need your graph paper because you're probably out of space on your paper where a lot of you are trying to do your homework. So please stop. It's really easy to see. Very soon class will be too difficult and you really are going to need to pay attention. And guys, I'm real worried the stuff you're missing during class is what then you'll miss on a mastery. And then you'll have to revise because if you don't have time to do it right, you better have time to do it twice. Now, you can use your calculator to do this, but again, remember your calculator's stupid. Do not trust the last number. Only do 1 divided by 7. And don't say it out loud because I want to show you guys how much of a nerd I am. Yes, I have this memorized.
You know what?
1, 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, but all of those repeat. Literally all 6 of those numbers, and it does it forever. Your calculator won't make it look like that because your calculator is stupid. Right? Now, don't call people stupid, but your calculator has no feelings. It won't be upset. But like, remember, we don't call people. But like, see, it's lying to you
It's a lie.
by accident, right? It's like little brother, So hold on. Put your calculator down. I want to see if anyone can spot the pattern that is happening up here, and it will help you if you write it. 2 7s. So go ahead and write down 2 over 7. 2 7s. Again, is going to repeat 6 digits. It is 0.2857 1 repeats all of this. Eli, I specifically said put your calculator down, and we're all writing this on graph paper. Do you have graph paper? Get graph paper. Talk to your neighbor about what you think 3/7 might be. Why are we going 7? It'll help you spot the pattern. Make sure you put the calculator in. Draw that line above. Draw that line above.
I don't know whether they're going to they're like changing the pattern. Look, 14, 28, 57, 28, 57, 15. Yeah. So I think it's going to be. It's going to be 57, 14, 28.
What you do, you're letting yourself sketch instead of doing
I think you are.
You see the way he helped me not
Alright, let's blow some minds before you get out of here. 3/7. Now, I know somebody probably tried it in your calculator, and that's okay if you just have too much temptation. Anyone think you have an idea of what 3/7 is going to be? Grayson?
4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1.
No, wait, why did you pick to start with 4? I don't, if this is 4/2, I don't think it double. Like, 3's not double of 2. But you said 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1. Is that what? Because that's right. Because I don't know if anyone else has figured out the pattern yet. Man, I'm really glad you started screaming, but I couldn't see your hands until you screamed at me.
Yeah, exactly.
I was waiting a moment. Oh, Mara, hold on though. What? Don't say what you said. Just tell me what you think 4/7 will be.
Oh, I don't have an answer for that. I just know the pattern.
I don't know how you can know the pattern, but not be able to tell me what
I know. Yeah, get Claire over here. She got the big one.
Sophia, because you're like, appropriately raising your hand and not, like, I mean, I get excited about math too, but like, all right, Sophia.
If you look at the second one, like it ends with
I hear you, but I'm getting there. Keep going.
Okay, we look at the bottom one, and then there's a 4, but there's a 4 in the back, and then in the second one, the second to last is a 1, but then the second one on the 3/7 is 2, and then it kind of goes up, and then at the third number, that's when it ends, and then it goes down.
So we had kind of stayed 14, 28, 57, 28, 57, 14. But here is where it kind of breaks the pairs apart. And the 4, so guys, 1 was the lowest of these 6 digits. I can tell some people totally aren't paying attention. The next biggest digit after 1 is what?
2.
This 2. Start with that. What's the next biggest digit after 2? The 4. Start with that. What's the next biggest digit after 4?
5.
Start with that. 5, 7. What comes next? What comes after them? 1. Yeah. 2, 8. Because again, 14, 28, 57. Now they're paired back up. What's the next? Well, sorry, we need the rep of 10. Make sure you put the repeating mark. What's the next biggest number after the 5?
7.
The 7.
1, 4, 2, 8, 5.
And all of it repeating. What about 6 sevens?
8, 5, 7, 1, 4, 2.
Sorry, this is when really I start thinking about Jenny, right? 8, 6, 7, 5. All right, I'm playing this song for you guys, so you don't think I'm crazy. What about 7 sevens?
1.
I thought I could get you. Thought I could get you, Parker. Guys, any number over itself always 1. So the sevens are just really cool, and I just like showing you guys that pattern. But here's what. You're
Too
good.
late.
Amara, what I was saying is the sevens are cool, but you don't need to memorize them. You don't really need to know those. You just need to know there's a pattern. Here's what you need to know. The ninths. Can we make a rule? Like, we looked at a couple of these, but can we make a rule? What could you say about dividing by 9? 1 ninth was 0.1 repeating, 2 ninths was 0.2 repeating, 4 ninths was 0.4 repeating. What is 7 ninths going to be? 0.7 repeating. So if we tried to make a rule, and I said, this is a hashtag, but what's it mean? Number over 9, what rule could we make? Is going to be that number repeating. Hashtag 9. Guys, this you should try to start to learn. Anything divided by 9, any 1-digit number. All right, so guys, 13 divided by 9 is not going to repeat 13. That would be silly. Because 13 over 9 is what type of fraction?
1 4 repeating.
A greater.
Starts with M.
Improper.
Improper, but I hate that name because these are great. Improper fractions are great. But yeah, Parker said this is really 1 4 ninths. So now we could say, okay, it's 1.4 repeating for. It's not going to repeat 13. So guys, any number less than 9, when divided by 9, is going to repeat that number. All right. We have 2 minutes left, so you can start packing up. You could like work on a homework problem or whatever. But I hope I didn't just hear someone say, "Can I copy your math homework?" Because also that would be really dumb to ask when I'm 10 feet away. Which rock group has 4 guys who can't sing or play instruments? You said the Beatles, I'm going to be very upset. Yeah, don't even.
Oh, the Rolling Stones.
No, they're great. The Rolling Stones are like, they're kind of old now, but they're great.
That is the Rolling Stones.
Which rock group has 4 guys who can't play or sing instruments? Oh, you're like closer than most people.
Lava.
I said the Rolling Stones because, Rolling Rock.
Okay, that's guys. Mount Rushmore.
Oh.
That makes no sense.
It's a rock group. Rock, like
That's
rocks.
like dad joke.
I'll be here all year. Have a great day. And you know what's great, Claire? You'll be here all year too. Man, I've never had a student move to get away from my dad jokes. That would be intense.
That's fine.